All right, 30 seconds, guys. Welcome to the Tatuus World Series Race 2.
Racers, start your engines and let's get it on.
Indeed. Let's get it on. 15 seconds. Down the line. Are we ready? We're going with Abdelhadi for now. And see what we can see.
Hello.
And it's lights out and away we go. Here we are side by side already. We are going into Piozola and we are approaching T1. And will it be chaotic? Will it be chaotic? I see a bit of pushing, but all good so far. I don't see major crashes from behind there. Looking all good. And we are in the midst of the absolute chaos here. We are with Wesley Vanderburg, who everybody's getting ready for tills. And will there be a pileup? Are we side by side? No, there was, I think that was Frieza overshooting at tilts. And to be honest, I don't see the pileup happening so far. Tomala overtaking over grass. Do we have rule sets for that? I really don't know. Tomala almost losing it in front of Frieza. Frieza in P16 right now. I think we can safely assume that we can switch to the intervals now. Jelos has his eyes on P13 and 12. But we go into the front, into the absolute train there. And that has been the first lap of this race. Salvador close to Dokaj, all one team with Contreras. They won't fight much. I don't believe that. Ramanian and Abdelhadi already 2 seconds into the front. Ramanian has to deal with Contreras and Philip, who are getting slowly closer. But they are fighting themselves, and Ramanian might have a chance here to break free from the shackles of the slipstream. Already 0.8 here. Contreras and Philip are fighting, and somebody has to move out of that, and it is going to be Contreras. Nobody goes, or at least nobody I would deem sane is going into tilt side by side. Anfielder quite close to Gavars, putting it at the outside there. Gavars has the inside, and that's not even a point of discussion here. Spielman, very, very close behind. He had a good qualifying, but now has to be in P11 there. Maybe he had to give up some places at the beginning. He had a brilliant qualifying, and now he is pushing for the last few, and he is going for Anfielder, his teammate. Let's hope they don't touch each other, because if both high-speed racing drivers are taking each other out, that would be quite scary and controversial, and we wouldn't hear the end of it. We would not hear the end of it. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate. Elizabeth, hello, and welcome. 0.2 of a second behind is Salvador. Ramanian still tries to shake Philip out of the second to get a bit of breathing air. Anfielder, Jelos side by side, and there was almost a side-by-side tilt. It's the question, will we see it today or not? Tomala spins. Von der Meide also spun out at El Kunis. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but something definitely happened. Nick von der Meide here, straight into the back of the grid. That's unfortunate, but he was at the end of the grid before. He has a bit of the crash here. Frieza, that is in P17. We have Mirjean dropping 2 places in a very, very short time. Getting into P10 now. Approaching Sailor now. Out that is, and oh my god. Jesper Spielman almost going over the bad curb. Losing it, and losing 3-4 places. I cannot stop counting. In the process, goes into El Kunis here. Has a wide stand. Misses the apex a bit, and Anfielder is a bit too close and starts spinning. Who is close now is Salvador and Contreras, but they don't want to fight. We have to see the actual blood and sweat of people. And oh, Schultz! Schultz and Mirjean! They hit each other! And Schultz rejoins. Mirjean has to wait. And, oh my god, what is he doing? What is he doing? Ay, 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 indeed. Indeed. Mativeri is in the pits, has to pit maybe for spare parts or for tires. We don't really know for sure. But still in the front, the fights are, I mean, quite close together. Salvador 0.5, Contreras 0.6, Durkash 0.7. LGI is catching it. That's stable points here today. Von der Meide, unfortunately, in the back here. That is not good to see. I don't like that. LJL, yes, P15 and P16. I don't like to see it either. Frieza, the qualifying prodigy, so to speak. So, like, sometimes he puts some good qualifying out, but yeah. 20 minutes was qualifying indeed, Supreme Works. What did LJ... That is a good question. Come on, Philip, drive my man. Indeed. Philip. He's getting quite the pressure at Kino Studia here from Salvador. And Salvador, Emmanuel Salvador, very cool head in the game. He's taking it slow, and if there is an overtake, he takes it. I don't know him as somebody who rushes a lot of overtakes. It's usually much more of a calculated thing. And somebody stands on the road. That is Abdelhadi. And there is a pileup in lap 6. What was going on there? Schultz is out of the server. DNF Salvador goes in to the pits. That was a crazy hit. Abdelhadi probably has to pit. He has severe damage. He was in the front. What is going on? That was a huge crash. And I want to see the replay of that at some point as a clip after the race. Now it's all on Ramanyan, who is still in P1. Attack still has one iron in the forge. No, iron in the fire, I think. The German idiom is, and oh no, Ramanyan! Something happened to Ramanyan as well! Durkash in P1! What is going on? Something is happening! It's blown, the race is wide open indeed! Attack cursed. Attack indeed, something happened. Ramanyan, unfortunately, I mean, I didn't want to curse him. Maybe it's that commentator's curse, but the moment I said Ramanyan, they still have a fire, an iron in the fire. It happened. I'm not sure. I have to stop doing this, I guess. Claudio Diana. I have to break a leg here for Aeronet SSI Motorsports, by the way. They had a really, really bad first race. Crazy first race. Everything went wrong that had to run wrong. It's at lap 1, T1, SSI Aeronet Motorsports took each other out. Crazy. Then we had at mid-race the big problem of Arda Kanbur standing on the road. At the top of Eau Rouge, Arda's Tatuus was standing. Very, very dangerous. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And now look at him. Claudio Diana in the front here in P9. Probably didn't pit yet. I'm not sure where my buddy Ciro Broschino is. I don't see him in the countings here, but yeah, our team owner Roman me and languages is also watching. He won't like to see that. I might need an interview with your buddy. I might need an interview with the team owner. What happened to Salvador? I kind of missed that. How long are long pits? 1 second. You just have to pit. But there is like a compound change, so you do have to pit. The long pit is 1 second. Frieza! 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 At Moto Musia, Frieza comes to a dead halt. And Tomala also off. This is not a good day. This is absolutely not a good day. What is going on at Bikernieki? I don't understand. Dorkash in P3. Wesley Vanderburg, the absolute legend on mouse and keyboard, is running P2 against Contreras, who is keeping the line for P1. By the way, Contreras early on, he said, I hate this track. It can burn. It can burn for all I care. And now he's running first. And now he is running first. Wesley. At Piazzolla, he sets it to the side. He has the outside, pressures Contreras into the inside, and there's Dorkash almost taking out Contreras. In the process, Wesley, unfortunately, loses the car and has to go back to P4. Loses quite an substantial amount of time. That's unfortunate. He was fighting with Contreras. I think the pressure was well applied, but unfortunately lost the car during it. And now Gavars is setting his car ready for the move. We know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. As for Philip, that is not a good race either. Everything is happening at once. Every team that had high promises has problems. Meanwhile, we have Claudio Diana P10. We have Mijan P11. Von der Meide P12. What is going on here? Gavars lost the first generational win. That could happen today. You never know. Gavars is just trying for the move, and he sets it on right now quite nicely. Side by side with Dorkash, and Dorkash, you know he doesn't like that at all. There is the touch. There is the touch. I knew that those two would not be able to take the turn both side by side. I knew that Dorkash would keep the nose in. I knew it. And there it happened. And there it happens. Into the braking zone here. Gavars P2 now. Dorkash lost a position in the process. Wesley back at P3. Slight damage to the front there. Slight damage. The closest race right now, the closest racing you can see here today on TWS is Von der Meide Spielmann. Both Dutchmen, can they make a fun race here? And to be honest, side-by-side tilts I would quite enjoy, to be honest. And I would quite enjoy that. And now they throw it in. And they throw it in. We will probably see something very, very soon. But Gavars is closing in on Contreras. We will jump into that when it gets close to the overtake, actually. But we have a bit of a train here from P9 to P12. Extremely close. He's swearing. Time him out, please. I don't know. It's just all good. All good. Back in the game. Abdelhadi, unfortunately, loses it at Alcones. That seems to be an quite the position today to lose the car and just Dorkash! And that's not the way you want to point, but he does. He turns the car around right after Tills, and there's a car coming with much more speed than him. Dorkash has red damage on the front of his wing. Claudio Diana right in the mix here in the train. Gavars still 0.7 away from position 1 at the moment. Claudio Diana gets a bit of a push by Von der Meide. And, I mean, we will see. And, oh my god, in the front there, Spielmann loses it. Wanted to be side by side, but wasn't in the cards today. In the slipstream with Banbua, Mijan, both Polish drivers, go at it, at their throats against each other. Wesley in the pits making the move. Jealous at Alcones, we have seen it countless times today. Jealous loses the car at Alcones. Gavas is getting and is creeping closer at some turns, and at some turns it doesn't really work out. Philippe has a much better exit here in P15 in comparison to Mativeri, and makes the move into P14. What a move. Aditya, unfortunately, has to retire. Aditya, you are in chat. I gather. Tell me, what's wrong? What happened? What was going on? And Claudio Diana sees his next target. And it seems Claudio Diana is a bit hesitant at tilts. Tries to pinch Nick a bit, and that is a battle that looks very, very interesting to at least watch at, and Nick makes the move. Setup change and no pace plus skill issue. Oh, that's unfortunate, Aditya. I hope it was fun, the 12 laps you had, but yeah, that's very, very unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Mativeri boosts out of Sailor and loses the car. Tries to get it around now, and we have seen 2 people jumping, and Nick sets it to the inside, and what a beautiful overtake! What a beautiful overtake! Car was insanely twitchy even on meds. Ooh. That's not good to hear. What a move! Nick legit cooking here against Banbua. And giving Mirjean a good time to actually get some seconds out of it. That's probably not what he wanted. Mirjean is going! And someone else lost it right beside him. Is that an attack car? That's Abdelhadi. Ow, Mirjean, that is a rejoin. That was not necessary. That was not necessary. That was a rejoin. And everybody at tilts right now is cramping and standing there. That was, I think, that will not be. This race is so crazy. Durkash will have a few choice words. Please be aware, we are still here in the Twitch chat. Just, I know what runs into your mind when you have a good position and your race gets blown off. Just take a quick 5 minutes. It keeps on happening. Banbula, Spielman. Nick Vondermeide has to make way for Banbula to switch his car around. What is happening? What is happening in this race? Gavas made the move on Contreras. We unfortunately missed that. I'm sorry. It is at every turn there is something happening right now, and Mirjean, red, everything red. Everything. You see this shit? I see this shit. Ask me what I think about this shit. Claudio Diana has severe problems with his car. I think he cannot bring it home. I think we are at Kino Studia. That is still a long way, and that is obstructing quite a lot. We are extremely slow right now. Spielman in the pit. Got himself in there. Tiltsman, honestly, I feel that. We are currently at a grip of 99. So it did get better, but yeah, it seems like some tire choices here today did not pan out for some of the people. Some are on hards, some are on mediums. And yeah, there are a lot of slow cars around the track right now. So it's just a matter of time before something happens. There was a bit of a slight tap there from Nick at Banbua. And we have to look. Mirjean, yellow, barely brings the car home. I'm not sure if he can even. Abdelhadi still running in P12. There, like, if you saw what happened to all those people here on track today, everybody had a crash. Everybody is still able to and the more people get in the end get disqualified or something. Mufal, bye-bye. We'll talk later. I'm sorry. I didn't see what really happened to you. I missed your message earlier. Sorry. But, yeah, there's so much happening here. I'm quite intensely. It's packed. It's quite packed here. Where was it? Once in a fucking lifetime when I have some chance to get at least 1 point, my internet crashes. Okay, it was an internet crash. Okay, okay. That's very unfortunate. Yeah. Nick, does he set it in for the inside there? He does. And Banmua actually moves over. Interesting. That is the closest battle you see at the moment in this race. We're watching Banmua for a while now. Fastest lap is a 16, while Nick is pushing 14.5. So I think Banmua defended quite heavily here because Nick can do more. But this is quite the race, to be honest. Nick first TWS points. I was here. Exactly. 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 We're getting some points. And Gavaz, of course. Home track. He's pushing. He's pushing beyond. Claudiana in the repairs right now. Tries to repair the car. Maybe he goes out again. Finishing is better than not finishing. Even if it's quite something we have seen today. Mattiveri also spins again. Spiel spins again, unfortunately. And that happens quite a lot today. With all cars, that is not something specific to Mattiveri because I'm panning the camera right at him right now. Like, we have seen a lot of spins today, and that's crazy. So, at the moment, it looks like some good points for Nick van der Meijde. Quite sad because we saw a very good blob of LGI Racing and LGI Junior Racing in the front there earlier with Durkaj, especially with Salvador, with Contreras, like just working as intended in a team, and just it went downhill then. Yeah, we had, unfortunately, I wonder until now what happened to Abdelhadi. Why was he standing on the track there? And Durkaj, I think I saw it, that it was the Mirjor rejoin that you got hit by, I believe, or maybe it was something else, but yeah, so many DNFs, and there might even be disqualifications still coming, so we'll have to see. Yeah, we still have to see the quali footage. Cheese Whiz, we're connected, we're synced, we're synchronized. Hey, we have a change. We have a change. Anfielder makes a mistake. Jellos goes through. Not a rejoin, he just spun. Well, then Mirjor took somebody else out because Mirjor definitely rejoined and hit somebody pretty hard. And I'm not sure who that was. Anfielder, slight damage here. That is not the closest battle at the moment. It is Philip versus Banmua. That was a paper. I mean, we didn't really see it very well, but Banmua pinched Philip, like, that was extremely small. That was close. That looked very, very close. Should we go through... Let's go through the line. We have Latvian Lightning Locomotives. Gavas with a bit of damage. A tad bit of damage, but started last in first position now. We have Matt Contreras. That is LGI Racing. Of course, in his beautiful, beautiful livery. But at the moment, not catching up. Gavas is 0.02 of a second faster every lap, and he goes for the pit. He goes for the pit. Contreras goes through. Do we have a long pit yet from Contreras? We do not. So now pit stops happening. Will we see something from Contreras? Maybe he can make some good times here and fight with Gavas still. I don't know. Gavas wins. Everything happens. Gavas wins. You know how it is. You know how it is. Gavas gets out of the pit. Very, very close to Jelos. And he now, of course, gets a tiny bit of Slipstream before he will overtake Jealous and make the move, unless Jealous makes that a tough job for him. Gavas, that slight correction of the wheel is, yeah, I see what's happening here. Then we have Jealous, Spinardi 50 at the moment. As the team owner, unfortunately, does not have a second driver in this race today. We have Anfielder High Speed Racing. Oh! And Jealous goes into the sand. And I almost thought that might happen. Jealous, Anfielder, both hit each other. And we're waiting. Wesley makes 2 positions at once. Wesley into 3rd. Jealous has to DNF. And Anfielder has to teleport to pits as well. Salvador running. That LGI podium is still a consideration. Contreras has to pit sometimes in the future now. You are seeing the closest battle. That is 6 seconds from Salvador to Wesley. Jesus indeed. Bikernieki turned out to be quite an interesting and exciting race. Who would have thought? But Ramanian, who also had problems at the beginning, at the moment where I want to talk about Ramanian, Lars says something in chat. It's perfect. Like, we are synced. That's the German mindset. From the attack team radio, I'd say there was a banana peel. Yeah. In the final corner, catching Abdel Hadi by surprise. Can that banana peel get a disqualification or something? Can we get that going? I mean, that has to be in the report. We have to file that, you know? We have to file that. So Contreras made his pit, is now 3 seconds away from Gavas. Is what happened here just now. Yes. Spielman! No! No! He loses it at Sailor. Right afterwards, he is P9. I don't think he is in... He is too much in... in trouble at the moment, at least. Because Abdel Hadi is still quite a long way gone. 24 seconds. From my radio, my engine sucked... is sucked in the peel and blew up, yes. Nice livery, Spielman, yes! That is a beautiful livery, I have to say. Like, at the beginning, he did a lot of, like, goofy liveries that were just liveries with faces on there. But since they have started to actually make liveries, I have to say, they're good. They're really good. I love it. And in general, the liveries are so good. I love the livery selection quite a lot. We see beautiful ones. The attack one. And yeah, I enjoy that thoroughly. But to be honest, since the last few things and now with all the DNFs, the time didn't really fly. We are at lap 23 out of 37. So there's still a lot of race to go, even though we're not like closely racing. And when I just said that, I saw that Spielman is going for P8. Let him cook. Let him cook. Will he set it side? You don't set it side by side into tilts. Just like not in those machines and not against someone you don't know. Oh my god! Crazy. But he should catch up. Spielman is quite quick. And in comparison to Banbua, I think he can do better. Don't fall back. Hey, not possible. Not possible with this one. I would have to weigh quite a lot to make that happening. And Spearman puts it into the inside. There was a little bit of a correction. There was one as well. And he is out of Sailor. Taps slightly the... Oh, that's Claudio! Claudio Diana has to catch himself back into the pits. That's so unfortunate. Not a good race for them today, it seems. Especially since I don't see Chiro. Chiro also only did a bit of training. But, yeah, Claudio Diana probably finishing last today. Hey, but even that, in comparison, is P14. That there is a... If you don't DNF today, you're already off for a good case. And there might be disqualifications afterwards. You don't know. Spearman loses it. And Banbula takes it yet again. Spearman tries to push the car quite a lot, I think. And I'm not sure he can catch Nick, but he definitely can catch Banbula again. Banbua? Sorry, it's Polish. I have a problem with that L. I take L's on that L. I feel most people will never want to see this track again. Do you think this is going to be worse than Maggione? Do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Seems to be a bit of about the same. Yeah. Although I have to say, as not spare tires, but oh, and Abdelhadi makes the move. There is a... Is there... Let me get my goggles out. Is there a slight, or am I seeing wrong? Or is there a slight suspension damage the case? I think there is. I think there is. It's good entertainment. I did say that. If there is a pileup or crashes at lap 1, it will be bad for racing, but good for entertainment. Nick is in P7, yes? That's how we set up the our cars at attack. It's fun. But by the way, we did not have a pileup in lap 1. We had pileups everywhere else, but not on lap 1. I think the first big crash was lap 6 with Abdelhadi, I believe. Not 100% sure, but I think that was it. So, 12 people in the game still. Claudio Diana, P12 at the moment. 2 laps down. In Aeronet SS High, we have Mattiveri, the ragtag crew. Aditya, did Aditya tell what was going on? Oh no, yeah, true, he did. He said that the setup wasn't to his satisfaction and a bit of skill issue. Yeah, so Mattiveri, the last driver for the ragtag crew. Spielmann, the last driver for high-speed racing. Abdelhadi is still in the game with Ramanian, who is in P5 and P9. That's still points. That's points. Although everything happened. It's crazy where they're running right now. We lost half of... lost half of my laps because the dudes waited so long to buy... Okay. You know how it is. They took so long to pile up. I clearly gave the order in lap 1. And Abdelhadi is going for Banbua. So, Banbua is the last driver for Panasonic Klimek. First race, by the way. Did P3 pit? That's a good question, Shimon. Let's look at that. Yes. Wesley did, in fact, pit at least once. So, there is the overtake coming very, very soon. Let's watch that. Let's watch that from that camera. That's a good one. Puts it into the inside, and Abdelhadi is gone into P8. So, as I said... Oh, Banbula went wide. He doesn't only went wide, he goes spinning! Wesley is right on strategy we get from the team owner, Mike Vanderburgt. So he's right on strategy. That sounds lovely. That's bloody lovely. And, Banbula, god damn it. It will always be wrong. I know. And Spielmann now has a shot at it again. For P9. So at the moment, 1 point for high-speed racing. Maybe it's going to be 2. Then we have Philip. P6 and P3 at the moment. Both of the Vanderburgs are still in the race, which is good. And now that the grid is slowing down and the race is slowing down, I think you won't have any problems with us running a quick ad. I couldn't prevent it even if I wanted to. But get yourself something to drink, and then we will approach the last 7 laps. Wesley's first podium and Nick's first points all in one race. What a story. Did Wesley not have a podium in season 1? Or do you mean in season 2, Artstinch? Oh no! Spielmann! He spins! And Philippe goes into the pit, while Thondermeyer goes into P6, but does he still have to do a pit stop? I wonder. Van der Stappen. Yes, Nick van der Stappen. I wanted to make stream avatars, but I find myself sitting here amazed watching the streams. That's also good. That's also good. I'm doing my job right when there's good racing, and I at least pan the camera on some races, especially in the beginning. That wasn't really easy. Like especially lap 1, I really don't know what to pan the camera to. It's quite hard. Did he have one in S1? I think no, but I'm not sure. I think the Vanderburgs finished quite high along. I think Wesley didn't have a podium, but not sure. Now you got me thinking as well, but I believe so. Let me fact check that real quick. Past events. Tatuus. Tatuus World Series. Tatuus Mini Championship by Malone. Oh, okay, that's not me. Okay, so season ender standings. Wesley had 4 podiums. Mike had 3. And 1 win. So don't do my boy Wesley dirty here. 4 podiums in 15 races. WSS don't lie. Wesley did 15 races started, 15 races finished, 4 of them were podiums. Even his brother did him dirty. Exactly. Even Mike said it. Nah, can't think of any. Like, 4 times. 1 more than you, Mike. 1 more. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Philip is getting closer to Banbua now. We are at Kino Studia and Spielmann does not have a good time. I think those were Estonian. No, I'm looking at... Wait a minute. I'm looking at Tatuus World Series Season 1. Like, look into that for me. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm looking wrong, but could you quickly? Like, that's the last race Donington, and the standings usually are the same. Is Nick a full lap down from P5? That could be. That could be. Oh, what? What? Yes, exactly. Weird, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, and there, yeah. Whole lot of people. Diana getting back at it again. Yeesh. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Spielman, did you have to... I pressed the wrong button. No! Spielman, you had such a good game going. You had such a good race going. And we are out of the points for high-speed racing. Oh, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. I'm not celebrating. I'm just announcing it as it is. That's so unfortunate. Mativeri goes to P10. That means, Spielman will have to end the race at lap 37 and do... yeah, and yeah. Wesley has 2 times P3, 1 time P2, looking at the standings, Google Docs. Huh. That, okay. I was wondering, Adsteench. Because I read it as I was not aware of his spectacular driving. Yeah. The 4th one is the one from Zandvoort which got removed. Ah, okay. Yeah. Then 3. Philip Banbula. Contreras going through. Getting waved a blue flag, by the way. Banbua. Technically has to move over. I'm not sure Contreras wants this. But that's, he is a legend with mouse and keyboard, that's true. And Contreras is using losing valuable time against Banbua. But that also makes the next battle more interesting because now Philip is close and we will see something. Matt Contreras, type dot in chat. That is mad. Mad man. You mad man. Crazy. Best keyboard driver on WSS. I agree to that. I mean, he's probably used to mouse and keyboard. He's probably very much used to it and just... That's what feels right for him. I can at least acknowledge that. No, Abdelhadi and von der Meide! What? What? He's just so used to it, he likes it that way. Exactly. Exactly. I can hear Nick crashing out in my head. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that once you have P6, you want to keep it. Even if that is the best position you ever had in TWS, you think, hey, I could have had P6. Now I have to beat P7. This was a crash. Fuck. I want more. But I don't think he can catch Abdel Hadi. Gotta say it. Like, especially if you look at the fastest laps. Just 1.5 seconds faster. Abdel Hadi does have damage though, so I might be wrong. We'll see. But at the moment, it looks very much like, except Dorkash, everyone from LGI is taking points home today. I just wanted to press my neutral button. Hey, it happens. Yes, but I'm sorry that it happened. Rubbing salt on my wound. No, I'm just saying LGI did good today. Can't do anything against the DNF. And the leader is on the final lap. We are done with the race. And the man, the myth, the legend, Gavals in the front. Contreras 5 seconds behind, takes home the podium as it stands right now. And Wesley, the fastest gun in the West. No, the fastest mouse and keyboard player in the West. And the East, the South and the North, is going to take home another sweet, sweet podium. And Gavas goes one last time into Sailor. And Gavas wins at Bikernieki. Beautifully done. From last to first. A home win. A slam dunk. Ramanian, so close to Salvador. Crept up to him every so slowly. Almost catching him. P5 for Ramanian. Abdel Hadi will be in P6 probably as it stands right now. Looking very good. Philip already in the pit. Already at finish. Philip and Wesley. Beautifully done. GG Gavas, team principal, had to step up for the shit show. Yes. Yes. And there's Gavas. Oh. And there's Gavars catching a car at the celebration. Abdel Hadi goes over the line. And Jesper, Spearman, you may do another lap. So you don't get a DNF. But, yeah. You have to do that now, though. Before the server resets. And Von der Meide takes home P7. Best result he has ever done in TWS. Absolutely. That sound is not in yet. That sound is not in yet. We need it, though. We definitely need it. I need to make a test for it. I'll do that probably. So that was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful.